know is the darkness of no transparency, no checks and balances. That's what we're really dealing with here. We're dealing with this, and you know, I hope you guys are enjoying some of the other auditors out there who are doing the audits. You know, Long Island Audits is great. I'm really enjoying watching his audits. We're kind of doing the same thing, Long Island Audits and I, so it's kind of interesting to watch that.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Monterey Road.
And so what we're doing now is we're heading over to the Morgan Hill Public Library, and I don't know if it's going to be open or not, but it's a public library. So we're going to go over there and audit that library
Turn left onto Monterey Road
in Morgan Hill, California. And so, you know, I guess what I wanted to start to talk with you guys about is, as you guys see, even though I'm well versed in constitutional law, what will happen to me when I'm driving down the road or I'm auditing, my hand will start to shake. My mouth will dry, and I may even, when I watch it back sometimes, I'll see like a little quiver in my face or in a flexion that I'll do when I'm auditing.
Continue on Monterey Road for 1 mile.
Roll call, everybody. Hit the number 1 and let me know where you're from. Type it right down in there in the comment section. Hit the number 1 button. Let me know the city, state, or country you're from if you'd like to be more vague about where you are, if you would please. That way, when I go back and read the comments, I can see where everybody's from and I get a better understanding. So now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm always thinking about ways, and I'm almost to the audit site now. I just wanted to get a couple people on here before the audit began. Now I'm a Ivy Leaguer. I'm some sort of elitist. Began before the audit began. I'm just a person. So the thing is that you guys can see that there's some natural human reactions that happen within the body when you are auditing different places. Whether that be that people are threatening you or your hand will shake, my hand will start to shake as I'm doing the audit. And what is my mission? My mission is to educate as many people as I possibly can and to help them so they don't have to deal with the police state, prison state, as I have had to face it. And there wasn't a camera when I was getting arrested. Nobody was filming the police for my safety. It wasn't even popular. This wasn't a popular thing to do. Nobody even really respected it like they do today. They didn't respect people who knew a lot about the law. They thought, oh, you're just being a problem. You're being a problem. That's what they used to say about people like me. I was labeled a problem for years. Now that half of the community openly despises the police state, prison state, now we can be honest about what we do. I'm always thinking of ways, though, that if you're not a constitutional law scholar, if you haven't read 1,000 Supreme Court cases, if you haven't studied Ruth Bader Ginsburg to see what she did, if you haven't read Scalia's opinions, they say he's such a fabulous writer. Is he? He writes fabulous tyranny, that's for sure. He writes fabulous ways to circumvent our rights using the 10th Amendment. It's pretty amazing how he bastardizes the 10th Amendment to get around our rights. It's disgusting. Instead of using the Interstate Commerce Clause to keep marijuana illegal, Scalia says, I'm not using the Necessary and Proper Clause. I'm not using the Interstate Commerce Clause. I'm using the Necessary and Proper Clause. Well, thank you, Mr. Scalia. Since the year 2005...
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Wright Avenue.
Since 2005, since Scalia made sure that marijuana would stay criminalized, millions of people have been drugged off to a dungeon. Their bodies have been searched. They literally cavity searches to make sure that you don't have any drugs on you.
Turn right onto Wright Avenue.
And for what? And for what? The number one killer in America is drugs. Child pornography any better? Nope. Kidnappings, rapes down? Nope. Nope. They're all the worst. So
Continue on Wright Avenue for half a mile.
I'm going to go over and audit this library. So what I did was, because as you can see, even if no one's around, my hand will start to shake. And so over this past month, I gave away 1,000 posters to people. 1,000 maybe. I think, I don't know, Gavin has the exact numbers, how many posters we gave away over the last month, but I was pretty excited to do that. And I was always, you can't carry a poster around with you. So I've invented another way that you can create some distance between you and the police. I don't expect you guys to talk to cops like I do. I don't, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You're more than welcome. Go ahead. No problem. I don't want you guys to talk to police. I don't want you to engage with police, to be honest with you. Because what happens is if you're not used to being in that kind of a dogfight for your life, for your freedom, then you might just mess this up. You might just.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Peak Avenue.
You might just mess it up. So what I did is I invented a visor cheat sheet for you. A visor cheat sheet. This is a visor cheat sheet. It goes right in your visor. And there are 12 Supreme Court cases on here that if they say, let me talk.
Turn left onto Peak Avenue.
Whatever the cop will say it in blue right there, let me talk. You want to revoke your search consent. There's 12 different Supreme Court cases on here that you absolutely have to know. You have to know these.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto West Main Avenue.
You know, if the cop says, let me see your ID, you don't even have to talk to the cop. You can just give them this piece of paper. And once you look over each and every different part of it, you'll understand, you know, no highway parking. So for example, if your husband or wife or best friend or brother or lover or whoever gets pulled over on the highway, and so you think to yourself, oh shoot, you know, my significant other was pulled over, I can't pull over and film the interaction. Oh yes, you can. You bet your butt you can. Where they say no parking on the highway, you simply read them the Supreme Court case, Tech Lines versus Danforth, 1943. The charge is vehicle obstruction on the highway. What you didn't know is in Tech Lines versus Danforth, it ties life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness directly to being able to stop wherever you want on a publicly funded highway. That's Tech Lines versus Danforth. And so instead of you explaining to the cop, it gives you the case on top, and then it gives you what the fact of the case is in black, and then it gives you what I would say in red. Not what I'm telling you to say, what I'm telling you what I would say. I'm not giving anybody legal advice. What I would say is Danforth ties my right to travel directly to our founding principles. I'll stop or pull over where need be. That's what I would say. And I'm gonna film my cousin, my brother, my best friend, my lover, and here's the case right here that you can show the cop. You don't have to speak to the cop, and I recommend that you don't. So there's 12 of these on here. You guys can get them on.
Turn right onto West Main Avenue, then turn left.
Turn right onto West Main Avenue and then turn left. Okay, so we're pulling here to the public library. We're gonna see what happens here at the Morgan Hill Public Library, if they're gonna respect my First Amendment right to film inside of. Everybody here is, it's kind of small town a little bit here. That's okay though. I don't mind small town. I'm from a real small town in Alaska. So that guy honked at me after I was so unbelievably patient. I was just so, you see how long I took to go through that? I was so unbelievably patient. As you guys know, when I'm filming, I don't like to drive in any way, shape, or form aggressively. I just like to take my time, go super duper slow. So, yeah, and by the way, you know, just in case everybody doesn't truly understand, that poster giveaway that I did, the poster codes are still up, but now they're 50% off because I'm leaving California and I'm heading east, and I'm going to some different towns and cities of people who I've met along this journey, and I'm going to help them. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's the reason why. You take your little trifold with you in case you get paper, in case you get dry mouth, and you stick your trifold right in your pocket in case they're going to say, and then, so then right here, it's going to say you can't film in here. And this one is specifically where it says don't film me. That's what the cop says in blue, where it says don't film me, right? But then Houston versus Hill is on here where it says oh man, are they going to make it so that, I wonder if they have a internet block side of this thing. Yeah. So let me lock up my car here. There's that. And so now we proceed. Let's see, do we have service here, guys? Are we still good? Are we still good? Network dropping. Okay, so this is the public library here of Morgan Hill. Let's see what happens here. Let me just put this phone, kind of tuck it right here a little bit, and we shall see what happens. Business hours.
Do you have your account number?
Is this the library?
No.
Where's the library?
Other side. The bigger building, that one.
Do I can walk there? I can walk? Okay, thanks. So, I guess I'm not quite to the library. I'm just gonna cut through the trees here. Whoop, whoop. Up over here, there's the Morgan Hill Chamber of Commerce. And then right over here, there it is. There's the Morgan Hill Public Library.
Your destination is on the right.
I see that now. I see that. I wonder how this is gonna go. We shall see. We shall see. So yeah, the big thing is that we have to universally fight back against this police state, prison state. And really the only way to do that is to flex your rights. And if your rights are violated, I was just talking to Isaiah yesterday here in Morgan Hill, up here in Santa Clara. And I was just telling Isaiah yesterday, the importance of suing is so important. It's why I'm suing the state of Arizona. It's why I'm suing people who defamed me, right? You have to sue people. You have to sue the state. You have to sue the entity. You have to file a lawsuit, or nothing happens. Your rights don't get better, you know? If you accept what happens to you laying down like a sleeping dog, then, you know, what do we do with a dog? We admonish a dog, right? We say, you will go lay down over there. Books. Holds. It's nice. This is nice in here. A Line to Kill by Horowitz. What do you think of that one? Interesting. I love that. And these are nonfiction here. Wow, they have a full library here, full of stuff. This is very nice. Beautiful. You guys should see this. This is nice up here in Morgan Hill. Got some money here for sure. You have a nice computer center over here. Very good. Very good, very nice. This place is beautiful. Oh, they have a little community center over there where people can learn. Pretty nice. International language section. What have you been doing with your time? What have you been doing with your time? You should be spending more time reading. You should be spending more time reading for certain, learning more information. They have a virtual catalog system here. Interesting, so nice. Hey, how you guys doing? People look at you when you're filming and stuff, but you just have to be polite. And if you notice, I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but I don't usually raise my voice, because if you do raise your voice, then you're the one out of order. I watch a lot of videos. Like the video I watched the other day was this guy, and he was a black guy, and he was with you.
Can you ask me for a mask when you're in the building, please?
Oh, sure. I'll put the mask on for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet. The other day, I watched this guy do an audit, and what happened in the audit was that he wasn't getting an audit. He was asleep in his van, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed this or not, but I don't really do those repeat videos where people repeat. Heather?
Yeah.
Hey Heather, I'm Chille.
Chille, nice
It's
to meet
really
you.
nice to meet you. How are you? How are
Good,
you?
how are you? Putting your mask on while you're in the building, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, but I mean, just remember, you're a beautiful person, and I'm not mad at you. Just remember that. I'm in no way, shape, or form doing anything mean to you.
I understand.
But I want you to understand something. It's been 2 years of people wearing masks. It's been 2 years. It's way past the idea that these work. And in every other state in America, you don't have to wear a mask anywhere. You know? So if you want to spend your time with me, it's just for what? It's going to get your blood pressure high. And really, if you just left me alone and let me just walk around the library a little bit, I'm going to leave in a few minutes and there's no incident. But if you come over and try to force a mandate on me, then there'll be a scene because people will come and they'll watch. And I won't raise my voice to you or call you any names or be mean to you at all. But what you're doing right now is fundamentally wrong. You shouldn't be forcing me to put a mask on my face. It's preposterous. And
I hear what you're saying.
Right.
It's been a super long 2 years.
And it hasn't
I
worked.
appreciate you speaking with me so respectfully.
Of course, I'm always respectful to people who are respectful to me.
You know, we're in a tough place as a community.
You're Heather Gades.
I'm the community librarian here.
She's a sweetheart.
Everybody.
She's a sweetheart. She's really actually really nice, Jess.
So, you know, I understand it's a tough place to be in, and as a government facility, you know, we have to follow the mandate that the health department's given us.
Right.
And
Right.
if the health department changed their mandate, I would happily do something different.
Yeah.
But with the mandate, with Dr. Cody being that masks are required indoors,
Who's Dr. Cody to me?
Dr. Sarah Cody is the,
Yeah. Another name that's going to tell me how to be. Another mandate that doesn't work. So if you check the history of time through mandates, you go back to the French Revolution, you go back to the 1920 mandate of prohibition, no mandates ever worked. And this mandate of you forcing me to put this over my mouth and nose, it's not working. It's not, and we're in the endemic. If I was you, I would just let me go. Just leave me alone.
I understand
Let me
that.
do what I'm doing. Let me just walk around the library in peace, and I won't bother anybody. I don't film children. I'm not sure if you notice that or not. If
No,
I
I
see if I
appreciate
see a
that.
kid, just so you know, I turn my camera. I don't want anybody's kids on film. I wouldn't put anybody's children on film.
no, I really
So,
appreciate that.
but this is
And
what
I
I do,
understand,
so-
and unfortunately, it's my role to ask people to follow the health
Yeah.
mandate.
Let me just.
Is there any other way I can offer you service?
No, I would just, you guys lack the authority though to tell me to put a mask on. I hate that it comes, it's like, especially when you get a really sweet person like Heather. You're sweet as apple pie, Heather. You should, I mean, no, she's very, I don't want to film you if you don't want to be on film. I'm not trying to be rude to you. But this is what I do, and I can't in any way, shape, or form agree to a mandate. And then you gave me someone's name, like Dr. Sarah Cody. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
who the hell is Sarah Cody?
So she's responsible for the health department here in the county, and she's the one that makes the mandate.
You could quietly call the police if you want, but I'm not going to put a mask over my mouth and nose under any circumstances at all. I absolutely refuse. And I'm going to walk around the public library, and I'm going to look around this library, and I'm going to video the library, and I'm going to anybody's kids just because I'm respectful. Some people don't care about that, but I do. And if the police come, then they come. But I can't be led by a mandate when I'm a constitutional law scholar. I teach the Constitution to people.
Well, can I ask what services you're looking for? Is there any way that I can offer you library services to satisfy your needs, but maintain our ability to have people buy masks in the building?
I'm here collecting content for a story I'm a videographer. Hundreds and thousands of people watch my videos, and so what I'm doing here in Morgan Hill is I'm just seeing if the library is going to respect my rights. This is a First Amendment stress test. And just because you're nice, I don't want to make you famous on YouTube, so I'm not filming you. You're a really sweet person. But at the same time, what you're doing is absolute tyranny. It's really wrong, and you shouldn't enforce a mandate on me, especially after 2 years. You know this is not working. I mean, I even put it on my chin for you so that other people, when you go to stores and stuff, you see other people walking with the thing below their chin, but it doesn't work. It's not working. It's not working now. It's not working then. It's not going to work. This doesn't work.
And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name either.
I'm Chille. So nice to meet you. I'll give you a fist. That way you're not. I gave her a dap. That way she's not
Do you
worried
have
about.
some contact information I could follow up with you later? Kind of
When
more about
is
our
later?
policy? I could probably check in with you later today if you'd like and kind of give you more information about our policy, if that would help.
Yeah, you have a policy. I have the Constitution. So we're on two different levels. You're on the bottom level, and I'm on the level of justice and truth, and you're not. I did placate. I did put this on like how many people? 40% of people, 50%? What percentage of people wear it just like this? And I don't. It's like,
So, yeah, again, here at the library, we do ask everybody to wear the mask. Some
Yeah, but-
people do comply with that policy.
I respectfully decline. I did put it on though for you, didn't I? Look, it's almost over my mouth. Do you see that? That's as effective as the masks have been.
And I don't want to have a
Yeah,
big argument or anything with you.
I'm not going to yell. I won't yell or scream or treat you with any
I
disrespect.
appreciate that.
If you were a cop, I might be pretty mean to you.
And I understand. So again, all I'm going to ask is that you wear your mask in the building or you choose to leave. And beyond that, I can't. You're right. I'm asking you to either wear the mask or leave. And beyond that, it's your choice as to what you do.
I'm not going to leave. I'm going to continue to walk around and gather the content for my story. And then after I'm done here in the public library that's funded by public tax dollars, I think is this federal or state?
County.
County. Even better, because your sheriff here, your sheriff's under 7 indictments for felonies. She's a real peach. I'd love to get her deputies down here. That would make me really happy. If you get a couple sheriffs down here, that would make me so happy.
Although we're county,
You're
Morgan
county?
Hill is city, so we
Oh.
actually have city police here.
Well, the city police are the one. You guys know Isaiah Saldate. They raided his home without a warrant, saying it was a probation check. And they raided his home as though it was. And by the way, just so you know, that was predictive policing. It was a computer system that did that to him. There was no call to do a probation check at Isaiah's house. No one was there who was on probation. So if you could get the Morgan Hill Police Department down here, that would be great.
So what I'm going
Would
to do
love to
now
have a
is
face-to-face.
step back, because obviously our conversation is going in different directions.
No,
and
it's
you're not,
going.
you're
Do
not-
you understand, though? I mean, as a human being, for me, do you understand that a mandate is wrong? Do you understand
I'm
that?
not going to have that argument.
No,
with
I'm not
you.
going to argue with you. I'm just asking you if you understand it's just wrong. That no mandate throughout the history of time has ever done good for the people. Ever. We have a prison complex today built on prohibition.
So I'm going to step away now. I mean, I've asked what you need to do, and
Okay.
and of course you're making a different choice.
Yeah, I made a different choice
But
because
I will
I'm
ask
using my
that you,
rights.
Again, please do not film any children when you're in the building.
You don't even have to ask me. I just won't film children because there's so many damn pedophiles in the world. I'll have nothing to do with it. Thanks, Heather. And I think this is actually the kids section, so I'm going to get out of this little section over here. But I did put the face diaper on for them, didn't I? I put the face diaper on for them so that they could see that other people could see that I at least had a face diaper on, as though I was doing something, right? Just trying, But I think so. Like, I don't like to be mean to people, unless of course they require that. If they require it, then I have no problem lambasting someone who doesn't respect my constitutional rights. And your constitutional rights are unequivocal. As a matter of fact, just so you know, on the new trifold, I put it unequivocal. My rights are unequivocal. It was the... when the cop says, "I smell marijuana," you see that right there? So this is on your trifold that I made for your visor. You guys get it on deletelaws.com. You can download it, or you can order one that's indestructible paper that can't be torn. And on I smell marijuana, that's the 2021 case of the Commonwealth versus Barr out of Pennsylvania. So the smell of marijuana is no longer applicable for probable cause. You don't have probable cause just because you smell marijuana. Now, the thing is about the justices, when you go to the Supreme Court level of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court or the California Supreme Court or any court like that, they always leave a wedge. So, but on this particular pamphlet, when you give it to the police officer, because I don't want you talking to cops, I'd rather you didn't speak to police. We know different information. If you're a podiatrist, you don't want me working on my own feet, do you? Okay. So what this says here, when it says, "I smell marijuana," whatever the cop says is in blue. The cop will say, "Is that a threat?" And then you recite Japlinski versus New Hampshire, and then there's the charge, and then there's the facts, and then there's what I would say in red that I don't recommend that you say in red. I smell marijuana. The Commonwealth versus Barr. The charge was an illegal firearm. Marijuana odor alone does not provide probable cause to search a car. Cops may not search a car solely because it smells like weed. Here's a fun fact for you. Any state that sells marijuana in any capacity means that the smell of weed alone does not justify a search or a seizure. Right there. And then in red here, what I would say, this is what I would say that I don't recommend that you say, but in red down here along the bottom it says, I've informed you of the holding and the current law. My rights are unequivocal. Unequivocal means without question. So you want to make sure that you get that proper. It doesn't look like Heather's going to push the issue here. It looks like Morgan Hill Library, and I want all the other auditors to notice something here that happened here in the Morgan Hill Library. I was respectful and calm and courteous with her, and because I was respectful and calm and courteous, she begrudgingly respected my rights. She begrudgingly respected my rights, but it was only because I quieted my voice down. I didn't use any bad language, right? And I didn't use anything disrespectful towards her. What I didn't do is I didn't blast her with a camera lens and say, oh, I'm gonna make you YouTube famous. I didn't do that to her. Do you notice that? So what we actually want is we want to be, our rights to be respected. And now just so you guys know, it's not as though I'm being quiet in the terms of my activity here in the library. I am standing in the center of the library in front of everybody, talking on my phone, directly to my microphone. So I'm not trying to hide. My rights must be unequivocal. Your right to film in a public space is without question. Without question. Unequivocal. Someone, the posters and ebook are 50% off. You use the codes that are available. Overturn TerryVsOhio or TerryVsOhioHasToGo. The codes are available. They're 50% off the poster and the ebook. And then, as you guys know, the trifold. The trifold is now available. I do sell it as an indestructible piece of paper that you get from Image Square Printing in Santa Monica, and then I sell a downloadable version. You can just print out the paper yourself. I like the indestructible paper. I'll be getting that tonight when I get back to LA. So, I think that this is ultimately, if the police did come, this is the same Morgan Hill Police Department that hid from me when I went to their offices. So maybe I'll just drive from here straight over to the Morgan Hill Police Department. Maybe I'll go directly from the library here over to the Morgan Hill Police Department to try to have a conversation with them again. Maybe I'll do that. That might be something that could be done. But the thing is if I pull my camera out around police, they're watching my videos, and now no cop wants to come within 100 feet of me because they know that I'll dress them down for being an absolute tyrant and a parasite. An absolute parasite. Yeah, that's what police are. Whether I like it or not, you guys all see that thing in Ottawa. Everybody supports Ottawa, right? Everybody supports Ottawa. You can't back the blue and support Ottawa because it's the Ottawa Police Department and the Canadian State Police who are doing that. I think they're called RMPCs or something like that. That's what they're called. So, but look at what happened. Look what happened for Heather. Heather is the head librarian here, and look what happened for her. I came here, I explained to her that I was going to use my rights, that my rights are above her mandate. I explained it to her very clearly. And instead of her making the choice for her to get upset and for her to get mad, she said her position, I said mine, and we parted, and she hasn't followed me. She hasn't sent other employees to harass me. She said nothing to me. And I'm literally standing in the main commons of the library. I'm standing in the main commons, like doing a full presentation here. So she's not trying to trample my constitutional rights. Now, she did ask nicely for me to leave, and I respectfully declined, as I would respectfully decline to anybody. I'm not going to put a mask on. I did put the mask on, though, didn't I? She asked me to put a mask on. I said, okay. When she asked me to cover my nose and mouth, I simply said no. No, thank you, because it doesn't work. And then she told me the name of the Santa Clara County Health Advisor, Sarah, whatever her name is. We can run back the tape and we can listen to it ourselves. And I don't care. I don't care who that person is. It hasn't worked. It's not working. I think though we've done a nice job here. I think we're gonna head over to the Santa Clara Police Department. Or I'm sorry, we're gonna head over from here, the Morgan Hill Police Department. I think it's just right over there. Let me ask the librarian. Let me ask her and see if she'll give me the proper answer here. Isn't the Morgan Hill Police Department isn't it just right here? Thanks. She's looking up the address for me now. This is a beautiful library.
It's at 6200 Vineyard Boulevard.
So it's like 5 minutes away, right?
Been there yet, so.
Oh, is it new?
No, I'm new.
Oh, you're new.
Yeah, so you want to come back down to West Dunn,
Down here?
make a right onto Church Street. I can even turn on the screen so you can see this.
I want you guys to go to Morgan Hill Library and give them 5 stars. Go to the Google reviews on Morgan Hill Library and give them 5 stars. They did not violate my rights. They respected my rights, and she's even given me directions to the Morgan Hill Police Department so we can go over and talk to them. Morgan Hill Library gets an A+. She was respectfully said about her mandate. I respectfully declined. Then she left me alone in my rights to be here. Morgan Hill Library on Google reviews, please go give them 5 stars.
Okay. So you make a right onto Church Street,
Okay?
a left onto Mast for only, it seems like a 1 block, and then you make a right onto Vineyard, and that should like dead end you into the police station.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
All right.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you, guys. And the exit was which straight that way. Thanks, guys. So it's only 5 minutes away to the Morgan Hill Police Department. So let's head over to Morgan Hill PD. Let me take the face diaper off. Ugh. So let's walk. I wish we could walk, but we'll just drive over there real quick. We'll pop over to Morgan Hill PD. So, and look, the reason why I made the geyser for you, visor geyser, this little trifold, is because when you get in front of authority, you get nervous. Your hands start to shake. Yes, sir?
I'm watching the stream right now.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I've been meaning to hook up with you. I saw you went down to the city hall the last, a while ago, week ago.
What's your name?
Artemis.
Artemis is here, guys. Artemis.
I'm in my
Thanks.
work clothes, but-
You look dope, dude. Good to meet you, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching the stream.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I was driving downtown.
I'm here. I'm heading over to Morgan Hill PD right now.
Yeah, so I just
So I'm gonna go over there.
give him hell.
I will. Thank you,
right.
Artemis. Nice to meet you. Okay. So now we walked up this way. We had to come up that way. Car's right over here. So let me grab the car real quick and then we'll head over to Morgan Hill PD. I didn't know who that was. Someone telling me they're placing me under citizen's arrest for not wearing my mask. You know what? I'll just tell you, in case you guys haven't been following for a long time, if you're new here, there was a short time ago that I used to give lectures out of a small community in Arizona, out of a garage in December, and there was a guy who was a Trumper, supported Trump next door, and even though I was espousing the message of liberty and freedom and transparency, the guy got mad and came over and tried to fight me one day. 70-year-old man. Now look, I sidestepped and got out of the way, didn't let him hit me, but I have no idea when someone's going to attack me. I have no idea. There's a lot of people who don't like what we do. There's a lot of people who don't like what we do. And they're not going to let me see an administrator inside of this city hall. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. They're not going to let me talk to an administrator inside a city hall. So we're going to drive over to the Morgan Hill PD real quick and see what Morgan Hill Police Department has to say. I'll bet they hide again. I'll bet they hide. Who bets they hide? I'll bet they hide. I'll bet you that's what they do. I'll bet you they're cowards. What do you want to bet that they're cowards? Oh, is that what they're doing? 1 second. To Morgan Hill PD. But can you believe those ladies over there at the Morgan Hill Public Library? You guys, I know that we hammer people when they violate our rights, but those ladies not only didn't violate my rights, they gave me directions as I was leaving. That's what they did. Now, she tried to enforce her mandate. She tried to push her mandate on me in the beginning, and she knew. I think she knew when I hello little kid. She knew when I lowered my voice down.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Peak Avenue.
She knew that I wasn't going to back down, and that, you know, her calling the Morgan Hill Police Department.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
She knew that them calling the Morgan Hill Police Department on me would just satisfy me at some level, probably, because these Morgan Hill police, they're going to hide from me. They're not going to want to have anything to do with me. I'm in a school zone here, so I'm doing 20. But they're going to hide, as you know. The cops are going to hide. Every cop in America, as soon as they know, they're going to hide. That's just the way it's going to go. And that's a sad, sad state of affairs. You saw that when I went to Morgan Hill PD the other day, that I could hear them hiding behind the wall, so I started...
At the stop sign, turn left onto West Dunn Avenue.
I started tapping on the glass, and they all were quiet. Police in police gear with a gun, a taser, a stick, and then that one girl she was kind of cute. Don't get me wrong, she wasn't that cute. I was just being nice. But she was cute, and I said she was cute, and then she tried to act as though she tried to play the he's a dirty man card.
In
oh
half
my
a
God.
mile, turn right onto Church Street.
I'm so offended you said that I was attractive with your eyelashes on and your red lipstick. Sorry, babe. You look great with your eyelashes. Which, by the way, just so you know, any ladies, I love eyelashes and red lipstick. If you put it on, you look all dolled up. I'm going to tell you that you look all dolled up. I guess that's a Gen X thing, isn't it? I guess that's a Generation X thing. When in my generation, we used to be able to tell girls, hey, you look great today. Your generation, the generation millennial, you can't tell a girl she looks great today. What, did I look bad yesterday? He's harassing me. That's today's generation. It's really sad. It's really sad. You know, the reason why women put on lipstick and eyelashes is so that they feel great about themselves and they're confident.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
The byproduct of that, though, is that they look beautiful. And so we say you look beautiful. Everybody wants to look good. I put gel in my hair. I want to look good. I want to make sure there's nothing in my teeth. You know, I'm a human being too. But that cop got all dolled up. I said she was a babe or something like that. I called her babe, or someone said I called her babe. I didn't go back and watch anything. I've been hard at work. I've been sitting behind my laptop for days and days to get this thing done, because every word has to be perfect for you. Because I don't want you to talk to cops. When the cop says, you have to answer me, you have to answer. I simply want you to hand this to him and show him this right here, right down there, where it says, you have to answer 1789, the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. Held, no person shall be held to answer for a crime, nor compelled to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of liberty, sans due process of law. Fun fact. The Fifth Amendment applies to more than merely defendants. A witness may refuse to answer questions to avoid self-incrimination. And then in the red on the bottom, it says, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what I would say if I was going to remain silent. That's what I would say. Those would be my exact words. I choose to remain silent. Don't speak to me anymore. I'm pretty aggressive about my stance on things, though. So I wanted to give you guys a way to carry this with you at all times. That's why I made it on indestructible paper that I order from a shop, because I don't want you guys to speak to these guys. I don't want you to get yourself in a bad position because you saw someone else on a YouTube video talk really smoothly to a police officer, so now you believe that you can do it, and what happens is then they put you into a corner with words, and you don't know the case law to get yourself out, and then you get yourself in trouble because
At the light, turn right onto Butterfield Boulevard.
Because you watched an auditor on YouTube. I don't want that to happen to you. So I don't want you to speak. If he says you have to answer me, you simply pull this pamphlet out of your visor and you say, there it is, officer, I don't have to speak. And then on the very bottom in red, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I want you to use this all the time when you interact with cops. Especially, you know, the cop says, hey, I want to search your car. I want to search your, see it in blue? It's the same police color blue thin line. Just puke all over the place. But then it gives you the parameters for why your car can be searched, which are these. 1925 U.S. versus Carroll. The charge was bootlegging liquor. Held. Primary reason for a warrant search is to seize alcohol to stop a loss of life or if the cop's in hot pursuit. Fact. Cops can search the car if they have probable cause you are transporting illegal alcohol. So then at the bottom of it, it says, the Carroll doctrine is quite clear. The reasons you can warrantlessly search my car is to prevent a loss of life if you're in hot pursuit or to seize illegal alcohol. Now,
At the light, turn right onto San Pedro Avenue.
Officer,
Then
if
turn left
you don't
onto Church
fit with
Street.
if you don't fit within those categories right there, if you're not afraid there's a loss of life, if you're not here to seize illegal alcohol, and if you're not in hot pursuit of me, you need to let me go and you cannot search my car. If you do, I will file litigation against you. That simple. That simple. And then you have to follow through and file litigation against that corrupt tyrant who did that to you. That's what you have to do. And we have to be relentless about this. This is the reason why I wouldn't, as nice as that woman was, and by the way, please go by I'm just taking it easy. I'm just taking it easy. Please go by the Morgan Hill Public Library.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Tennant Avenue.
Go by the Morgan Hill Public Library Google review and give them 5 stars for respecting my rights. She did not try to get me to, she did ask me if I would leave, and I said, no, I won't. And then she did not press the issue. She did not call the cops, which is where we're going now. We're going to go over and talk to the cops and see what they say. And see if, and I mean, they're going to hide. You guys know that. You guys know what's going to happen.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
That's what's going to happen. The cops are going to hide. As soon as I get there, as soon as they see me come in. From what I understand up here in Morgan Hill, because we exposed the tyranny of a probation department that says they can raid anybody's home if someone listed their address as being on probation at that address. That is not true.
At the light, turn right onto Tennant Avenue.
It makes me mad just saying that out loud. And by the way, some of you guys sent me in the exact case law. It's a lot easier if you guys give me the case law to research and read, and then I learn it. It's a lot easier than me doing the hard research. But the thing is because I've acquired so much case law in my mind, a lot of them connect and they go under issues. 4th Amendment issue, 5th Amendment issue, 6th Amendment issue, and that's what happens. And so because of that...
At the next light, turn right.
Okay, we're there. This is it, Morgan Hill PD. So a lot of cases, because they connect, then it's easy for me to, because I've already read Chaplinsky. I already know how Chaplinsky connects to Cohen. You know, and then also on your visor here, it says watch your mouth. It says watch your mouth. So if you're dropping the F-bomb and dropping the C-bomb and dropping the D-bomb and dropping the I-bomb and dropping the every kind of I-bomb, and the cop says watch your mouth, you don't have to say this to them. It's right there for you. 1971, Cohen versus California held. Justice Harlan said that one man's vulgarity is another man's lyric. You see that? So that's what we're dealing with. And so then you show the cop exactly what it is. If he tells you to watch your mouth, you go, I don't think that I will. I don't think that's going to happen. I have, and then in the red here, it says, officer, it says, the First Amendment allows free speech in all forms. I choose the words I use, and my speech is not limited. Do you see? If you don't stand up for your rights, you don't have any rights.
Turn right, then turn left.
Is that it there? I don't know if that's it or not. Advanced technology. There it is. There's the Morgan Hill Police Department. Let's see what happens. I bet they hide. I'll bet they hide in the back. They hide.
Turn left.
I'll bet these cops hide. And I don't hide my car. I don't hide
Arrived.
I don't hide my vehicle. I don't hide my name. I'm not going to give them my identification card, but I'll tell them my name. I'm not going to hide from the cops just because the cops are scared. I'm not going to do it. They need to know my name. Or they need to know my name. If they don't know my name, they're going to feel so bad. It's disgusting. This is what a police state is. So if you're an auditor, by the way, you should be carrying this fold with you in your pocket. You should be carrying the trifold visor fold in your pocket if you're an auditor. Because you may not be as smooth as you think you are as soon as you get 6 cops around you. You might not be as slick as you think you are. That's just the way it is. I'm not as slick as I think I am. None of us are. We're all these completely flawed human beings with all kinds of problems. We all have the same problems as well. We all face and deal with the same kind of issues constantly. It's never ending. You know what? Let me just... there we go. I think as soon as they see a camera come in, they just run and hide. And also my internet didn't work real good here. Take cover of the camera. Yeah, my gimbal's dead. I'm recharging it right now. Let me put my phone down low here. I do have a microphone sticking off the side of it though. Stop. Read the sign on the door. Gotta... It's a police department in the middle of the day. Before calling the number listed, is it Morgan Hill Police Department closed in the middle of the day? Is that what it is? Is the Morgan Hill Police Department closed? Is the Morgan Hill Police Department closed? Hello? Is it closed? Hello? Is the Morgan Hill Police Department closed? Can we have services, please? I'm not sure why this... Hello? 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 Can you please open the door? Why is... Maybe if I go look around the cars here a little bit, maybe I can get some services of some kind. I don't understand why. Hi. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'd like to be able to file a complaint if I could. If I could. I'd like to file a complaint for a warrantless search and entry of someone's home. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get your name and badge number. Just
Yeah, it's Sergeant Pyres.
Sergeant Pyres?
253.
P-I-R-E-S.
That is
25.
correct.
Oh, you're a canine unit.
I am, as well.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
No, not cool at all, dude.
Okay.
Most people don't like it. Most people don't like dogs.
Well, a lot of people like dogs.
Yeah, or like a dog as a pet, but not as a dog to attack me.
It's not attacking you.
You know, I was trying to file a complaint against Carlos Guerrero.
Okay.
Can I do that? Do you have a complaint form that I can file a
Yeah,
complaint?
let me go grab it. If you...
Is the office closed? Is the lobby closed in the middle of the
For you to come
day?
inside, you have to be wearing a mask.
I can put a mask around my chin.
It's County Santa Clara's rules and laws.
It's not a law. It's not a law. It's not a... You know it's not a law. It's a mandate.
Yeah, well...
And mandates throughout the history of time have been tyranny.
Unfortunately, we still have to follow them
Tyranny.
on my end, right?
Okay. Can I get that complaint
come
now?
on in.
Thank you. I appreciate
Let me
that.
grab the paperwork for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, for some reason I came here last time and I sat out here for a long time and I couldn't get any services. And I was wondering, like, what happened here that the services all cut?
Well, we are at minimums just because of the lack of staffing, as well as COVID protocols and everything else that going on right now, so.
It doesn't seem like you're on minimums on the streets. There's cops everywhere.
Oh, yeah, we are. It just
Yeah.
makes it look like we are. Hang tight real quick.
Okay,
all right?
thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Is there a watch? Are you the watch commander here?
I am.
You are? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Anytime.
Thanks. I appreciate that. So I guess the cops are okay with the face diaper being down by your mouth, because he didn't say a word. As soon as I put it on over my mouth, over my chin, he was perfectly fine with it. I mean, you know, you guys got to understand. I definitely reside on the right too. I'm not for not law and order. Don't think that I'm against law and order. I'm pro law and order, 100%. I'm not for this form of authoritarianism, domination, and dominion to create law and order. We're living by a Hobbian theory. We're living by Hobbes' social contract right now. That's what we're living by. We're not living by Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract. We're living by Hobbes' social contract. The Hobbian social contract was based on creating a monarchy, a dictatorship, whereas Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract was based on the philosophy that all men were this wonderful human being of enlightenment and love. And so we're not living by Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract, we're living by Hobbes' social contract. And I was listening to a debate the other day of between Lockean theory and Hobbian theory of the social contract. They were both alive around the same time, even though Hobbes wouldn't write Leviathan until he was 63, so it would be a while. But we're not living under the social contract that would be based upon man being the most enlightened, beautiful beast on earth. We're living under the social contract that men are men of war to kill each other, and therefore we need absolute authoritarian control, monarchy, and that's what the Supreme Court is. The Supreme Court's a total monarchy. That's what we're living under. Oh, thanks, Khaleesi. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, what I really need you guys to do is go to my website, and I've had my products for free for the past 3 weeks. So I want you guys to get this visor. You just, look, I give it to you guys for printout for like $15 or something like that, but I've got to make some funds to go to the next place I'm going to, you know.
Can you please put your mask on, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Preferably covering your nose as well. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of
Doesn't it? But when I go out in the street, all you guys wear your masks like I do. Do you know what I'm saying? I got it up there though. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, no,
It's
but
catching some. It's catching some
Go
of the
ahead
back.
and cover your nose.
But some of the back. I don't get the sheet if I don't cover my
No,
nose.
I'm asking you, or you're gonna have to go outside.
Well, we can go outside, but I'm not going to.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to cover my nose. Can I have the sheet though?
Yeah, I'll give it to you as soon as you can.
Uh-oh. I don't want to let anybody in without your permission here.
Just give us a minute, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Here you go.
And I had a couple questions for you,
Yeah, give
officer.
me 1 sec. Let me just see what this gentleman needs.
Yeah, I need to get a copy of my ticket.
Okay, just be a minute. I'm dealing
That's
with this other gentleman
just
here, and then
administrative
we'll,
work.
Get you someone to help you. Okay. All right. What
Yeah.
else?
Well, a lot of people are watching, lots
Mm-hmm.
of people watch this channel, and I wondered what you guys were doing about Carlos Guerrera being on the street. He went into someone's house without a warrant. He just entered into their house. I got it on video. I put it on this channel on Delete Laws. I'm sure you guys have seen it.
Okay.
You guys got a lot of phone calls, I'm sure. But now people want to know why Carlos Guerrera is still on the street. He clearly pushed his way into someone's house. He violated 5 of the first 10 amendments.
So what's the question? You're giving me statements instead of
Right,
questions.
so I'm wondering what you guys have done about Carlos.
Well, unfortunately, that case is going through litigation, and I'm not at liberty to talk about it.
You're not at liberty to
So,
talk about it?
yeah. So if you do want to, if you do have further questions, you could
Do you ever grow a full beard?
you could very well go and talk to the city attorney's office.
I tried to go to the city's attorney's office. They wouldn't see me.
Okay, well, have you tried calling the number that's on their website?
I called the number. I tried to make an appointment. I've done everything I can.
Unfortunately, there's
You know
nothing
what
I can do about forcing him to answer or them to answer or anything like that.
But you guys
that's
have
the
a-
best way to deal with it.
So the idea of giving police autonomy is you guys clean up your own backyard.
Where's the question coming?
The question is why do you still have a guy on your force that pushed his way through? And by the way, Isaiah's girlfriend works for the city. So it's like one
So
of your
where's
own.
your question?
Why is he still on duty? Why hasn't he been suspended
And
with
I've already
pay or
answered
without
that
pay? Or
by saying that it's
There's-
going through
there's
litigation
no-
and I can't answer it. So unless there's another question, I don't know what answer you want me to give you besides the one I just gave you.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people watching, dude. Almost,
Okay.
650 people. People want to know what what you're doing, and
Yeah.
it just sounds like
Well-
you guys just kind of pushed it under the rug. But you can
No.
watch it. You can watch a video of the guy entering into someone's house, like just like so. Now,
if you don't have a
now
question,
look,
I'll let you finish
You're
doing-
wearing all that gear, right? If I tried to push past you right now, how would that go for me?
Unless you have
How would it
any
go?
further
No,
questions,
just make it
I'll
real.
let you finish that,
Make
and
it
then
real.
I'll come back.
So I'm coming in,
right.
right? What's gonna happen to me? I'm coming in, officer. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. What's gonna happen to me? What are you gonna do to
Do
me?
you have any other questions?
I'm on body cam.
All right.
What's gonna happen?
I'll be right back.
Right. You're not gonna get any justice, brother. Good luck. All right. So we all know what would happen. We all know what would happen to me. We all know how that would go. We all know how that would go. It gave me a complaint form for Carlos Guerrera, which I will fill out. But it's just absolute dog shit. It's absolute dog shit. The fact that we're not going to get any answers, it just pisses me off beyond all belief. You have no idea. I take it extraordinarily personally because just so you guys know, if we was talking about Hobby and Theory a moment ago, Hobby and Theory, just so you know, his deep writing is that we all do everything for ourselves and for ourselves only. The only reason that we do anything is not to help you. I didn't create a trifold for you. I created a trifold for me. So, with that being said, I want to just look inside this car here real quick and just make sure everything in here is legit. You just always want to make sure that you audit your police department, make sure they're not carrying any illegal guns in there because they have all kinds of guns and stuff that you don't want them to do. So Hobby and Theory would teach you that what people do, they do 100% for themselves. They do for themselves only, right? That's what people do. That's the reason why people do the things that they do. They do it only for themselves. And so that's not always entirely true. But you take, for example, the things that I do, right? And I think about this all the time because I think about things whether I want to think about them or not. I don't have a choice the things I think about, okay? I think about, do I do the things for other people that I do, or do I do the things for myself? And then when it really boils down to it, when it gets to the bottom base of it, I do it for myself. And I've said this since I started speaking publicly on June 20th, 2021. I do things for myself because I don't want to go through the punishment and torture of being arrested again and have nobody understand the pain and process of which I'm going through. So, but at the same time, then remember what Hobbes' theory was. That Hobbes' theory is that we do everything selfishly. Now, if you go to Jean-Jacques' theory of the social contract, it's the opposite of that, that we are the most sensitive beast on earth. And so then I go to the trifold, and look, I want you to have it. I want you to have it. I was going to give away a free version, and we're just not at that point right now from giving away free posters for the past few weeks. We're just not there for me to leave here and travel. I'm not telling people where I'm going, but I'm going east. I'm going to stop in Arizona for a day. I'm going to make sure I file my lawsuit there. And then when I leave Arizona, I'm going to be heading over to Texas to file another lawsuit. And then I'll be heading through Utah. But Utah's dead. The version I was going to do there is dead. So I'm going to be heading up to Minneapolis. I can't decide if I'm going to go to Minneapolis to reveal some stuff that I've been creating, or if I'm going to go to Florida and see my cousin over there working on a big film. So I haven't quite decided yet. But listen, the poster is now 50% off. If you guys please can pick up my poster. The trifold is now on the website. This is indestructible paper. You can't rip it. You can't tear it. It can't be crumpled. You can't ruin it. And these are, you have to know, revoking search. You have to know these things. So if you guys would please go pick up my products, because we are in the red for me to travel. Gavin knows this. People know who work with me. We're in the red because I've been giving it away for so long. We're definitely in the red. It's not good for me to travel with this low of income, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be okay. There's a plan for me, and I know that. And so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to jump off the cliff and build wings as I'm falling. I'm not going to stop. We have to put pressure on government officials, and we can't stop for any reason. For any reason, we cannot stop. So that's why I made the trifold. because this will help you. If you're an auditor, this will help you a lot. So please pick up my trifold. Whether you get the indestructible version or the one you print out at home, you guys picking up my trifold, it's either $15 or $25. It helps me a lot, and I appreciate that. So, and just so everybody, you know, I mean, I wasn't really going to announce it, but I'll just tell you guys, I don't really care. It's not about ego. It is what it is. My store last month made $1,500. So if you guys think I'm getting rich traveling around, I'm not. I don't stay in hotels. I sleep right there if I need to sleep. So I just stayed at a friend's house up here in Santa Clara. So I'm going to be heading back down to Los Angeles. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming by my channel. We're not going to stop. I'm not going to stop under any circumstances. So all the people watching this who claim to be authority of law, who know nothing of law, I'm not stopping. I'm coming at you. And I'm not going to stop until we get justice. I'm a non-violent, law-abiding citizen who happens to know the constitutionality of law very, very well. And I'm not going to stop coming. I'm not going to stop coming. There are cops in different cities, in different states. When I head east from here, I'm heading through the southeast. I'm heading south and I'm going east. You people, you know who you are. I'm coming to see you. And I'm going to push the issue that transparency be the sunlight that finally gets justice for the people who you have cheated. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm going to have to carve some time out of this year to study for the California State Bar. But over the next couple months, I'll be unveiling a new police system that has checks and balances. I'll be unveiling it this month. It's very exciting. I'll be heading up to Minneapolis, which is very exciting. Very exciting. So please, you guys, go by, pick up my trifold. If you can afford the indestructible one, which, by the way, the print shop costs $11, so it's a $25 item. I make $14. So the trifold in the indestructible paper is awesome. And you should have this, and you guys should memorize every single law on this. You know, by the way, I will put all of these up so you can read them. I will put all of these up. Thank you, Workline. I will put all of these up so you can read them. I'll take pictures of them and I'll put them all in community. I'm not hiding the information. If you guys want to create your own at home using this cheat sheet, you're more than welcome to do that. I did it so I could bring some money in. That's why I did it, so that I can bring some money in as far as I'm concerned. But if you want the cheat sheet, I'll give you a copy of it. You can print it out yourself, because I just can't hold back information from people who need information. I just can't do it. So if you need the cheat sheet for free, I'll give it to you, you know. But it's only $15 to download it or $25 to buy it. And then this gives you an indispensable tool, especially when they're going to search your car. I mean, especially when they, oh, here's the other one. They say, I'm going to pat you down. I'm going to pat you down. No, you're not. The 68 case of Terry versus Ohio. And you explain why you can't be patted down. All right, I'm going to jump on the road. I'm heading back to Los Angeles. I'm heading back to LA right now. I'm going to try to find a gym between here and there. It's 3:45 now. I would love to get a workout in before the day is over. I got to get my sprints in today. Earlier when that gentleman popped over, how do you guys know if he wasn't going to attack me? Remember that. You got to do your sprints. You got to do 20. You do 20 sprints a day. You bring yourself to maximum velocity 20 times a day. You can go through a full fist fight and get through the end of it without getting killed, which is all I care about. I don't want to beat anybody up. I just don't want to get killed. So there that is. All right. Thanks you guys for coming by. I really appreciate it. Listen, I want to get these out into the public. I want to get these out. They don't even have my logo on it. There's no delete laws on any of this right now. So if you get it now, I'm going to have to give you an updated version so you can get the delete laws logo on there. All right. So I'm heading to Arizona. I'm going to LA for a couple days. I'm going to get that inventory from LA. I'm going to downsize a little bit. Some of the gear in the back. I just don't need all that gear. And then I'm going to head over to Arizona. I'm going to head over to Arizona for probably 1 day, maybe 2 days in Arizona. And then from there, I'm heading over to Texas. I'll be going to Texas from Arizona. And then I'm going to go by Missouri to see my buddy, my buddy Gavin, who's doing the website stuff for free right now. He's doing it pro bono because I haven't been generating any revenue because I've been giving the posters and books away for free. So, but that's fine. It's going to upswing now. Now they're half off. And I'm going to go by Missouri. I'm going to go see my buddy up there. And then I'm going to head, I'm either going to go to Florida to talk with a school over there that wants me to do a curriculum for a history class, or I'm going to go up to Minnesota and unveil this new police system that I've devised from scratch, from top to bottom, because Minneapolis is in a mess right now. Minneapolis is a mess. All right, cool. You guys, thanks for the super chats. I see there's some super chats come in. I'm super grateful. Thank you for the support. God bless you. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. If you want to support me, go buy Delete Laws and get one of these trifolds, or get my poster that's now 50% off with the coupons, or you can order a hard copy. All right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for letting me talk. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me talk. I appreciate it. All right, I'll get out. Later, guys.